And all these players, the crazy thing is they already know that. So it's not that they don't know that. It's when, especially when you get into the bracket, you know, in that bracket environment, it's like, dang, am I really going to take this game 1 off Gluto? It's those kind of situations where the nerves will kind of seep through, right?
Yeah,
and
you start getting in your head,
Exactly. It can really be tough to keep it together during the entire set, whether you're down or up.
Yeah, especially with the crowd roaring behind you.
Oh man, this is
1,000 French voices.
This is going to be an amazing set. Yeah, and I mean the crowd factor too, right? That's a really good point.
But Scott, this is going to get the crowd going too. We have Skyjay coming up from Mexico, the Incineroar rep, up against MVD here. And I think MVD has a little bit of experience with some of these higher-level Incineroars that have been making waves recently, right?
Yeah, I mean, MVD did get upsetted by at port priority by an Incineroar. Dang, I know the name.
Mystery Soul, right?
Mystery Soul, there you go.
Yeah, it's hard to think because there's a couple. This is another character that has been on the come up, I think, against expectations. But we're starting to see this character. This character can do a whole heck of a lot. Like that massive up smash sitting at a cool 53, and
yeah, the big cat is
kind of moving.
The big cat is building up quite the resume here in Ultimate, and not really expected, honestly. A lot of players kind of wrote this character off. Incredible normal moves, incredible aerials, incredible, some of the best tilts in the entire game, honestly, right?
Absolutely. If this character ran like 20% faster and recovered a little bit better, easy top tier.
You give this character a smidge of mobility, a little bit more air mobility or a little bit more grounded mobility, this character would be so toxic.
Absolutely
it's like crazy.
Luckily, that's not the world we live in, but it seems like it's the one MVD might be feeling like he's in right now. So, this first stock has yet to come off.
Not again. Oh, man, not the double revenge. Oh, he is glowing red. This cat is angry.
Running it, looking for vengeance. That's such a terrifying feeling, just watching him menacingly, but like we said, slowly running towards you, trying to take advantage of it.
Oh, my. Skyjay waited so long to cash that out. Usually you see Incineroars just immediately go for something right after revenge. The patience, the experience coming through from Skyjay, and wow. Skyjay got 4th, by the way, at the Mexico Invitational. And that, I mean, Mexico is arguably the strongest region in all of Smash. And getting 4th at that tournament, you know, if you're going to have any regional invitational, that's going to be the most stacked one.
Yeah, showing that this is not a fluke. This is not a brief aberration in the meta. This is the real deal. That back fist is the real deal too. Skyjay looking comfortable. Revenge on deck once again. The worst thing you can get. We got a blue screen whip. Get on out of here. And a dominant game 1 for Skyjay over MVD.
I really want to point out that situation Skyjay was in. That was so smart. Coming down with the counter. So most snakes in that situation, they drop the grenade, and what they hope for is that you hit the grenade and then they jump out of shield and combo off of it, right? But since the counter happened, there's the counter hitbox, and then Skyjay immediately went into a nair for shield pressure, and then afterwards just goes right into the side B, and you're buffed with revenge. Like, it's going to do a ton of damage. It's going to kill anywhere on the screen. Skyjay knows this matchup inside out, and because there are amazing snake players in Mexico, and we're seeing that happen on the screen here.
Yeah, counter, a really, really interesting option that most characters don't have access to, right? Snake, another one of those characters where you need to know the matchup, right? Full of skill checks, but also full of opportunities for high-level specific interactions like we just saw to Skyjay right there. So great stuff.
And Skyjay is showing that he knows this matchup in and out. And MVD, I don't know if you hit the books, man, but this is looking grim. That game 1 at least was looking grim. So we'll see if MVD can adapt. Obviously, MVD, one of the best players in the U.S. and, I mean, arguably the best snake at the moment, right? It's definitely a toss-up because there's really good snakes in Mexico as well, but definitely one of the best snakes. So we'll see if MVD can switch it up here in this game number 2, get himself on the board and force this game 3 situation. You don't want Skyjay to run away with this 2-0 here.
Yeah, looking a little bit stronger, the first stock of this game 1, but yeah, I think really having to make a major adaptation to probably what he can get away with in a lot of matchups, right? The fact that revenge is such a check on grenades makes grenades one of the safest quote-unquote spammable moves in the game. An actual risk to put out, right? You can't just leave these out here and hope all goes well. There's real choices to be made, and Skyjay taking advantage that last game, but MVD managed to hold on to the lead so far.
Yeah, and I mean, MVD is a grenade-heavy, like setup-heavy Snake player, so maybe gonna have to switch up the playstyle a bit, or maybe change up the way you do setups, change up that pacing, right? Because right now, Skyjay's doing an amazing job, but look at this turnaround here in game number 2. MVD is the one that is up 3 stocks to 2, and this Nikita is hunting off stage here. The up smash, no!
Seems to have found the rhythm. Nikita misses the mark, coming back down. Have a C4 drop, and MVD can't be too happy about that one. Hoisted by his own petard. Revenge on the up smash again, and that's the second or third time we've seen that. MVD got to be feeling a little threatened. C4.
Yeah, in those situations, Snake can actually just up air and punish. You can punish Revenge. You just have to make sure that you are out of the way of the hitbox that Revenge causes after, loading up the counter, after countering a move there. So MVD trying to up tilt, wasn't able to get it. Just got to be a little bit more precise. After you do go for this throw there, it wasn't enough to just go straight into the up tilt. If you down throw someone and they're at 160% or higher, you can just combo into up tilt, true combo. And also it gets rid of, any throw will get rid of Revenge stacks, which is the counter.
Super important for Snake in general, but particularly in this matchup when it comes to getting rid of Revenge, which is probably more relevant in this matchup than most others, since we see Incineroar getting the value of all these grenades. The Alolan Whip, though, gonna close out that stock, and at only 45, MVD was in control, but things are starting to look scary, and this is when the fear factor sets in against a character like Incineroar.
Yeah, and I think for MVD, the main thing that Skyjay is taking advantage of is when MVD wants to set up a situation where he's shielding and there's a grenade by his foot. Right, Skyjay has played those particular situations incredibly well, getting a lot of stocks, getting a lot of damage.
Yeah, seems to be a step ahead in what should be MVD's setup.
Okay, going up and over here, landing with the grenades. Using the fair here, gets the directional air dodge, and the pressure is starting to build here for MVD. Hasn't got a hit in quite some time. Skyjay going for the Alolan Whip there.
Great patience, great platform coverage. Waits for the come down. MVD able to avoid with that last air dodge, but forced to go high again. And it's scary.
The back air was so close. Skyjay had the read on where he was trying to go.
Gets the nair, looks for the F-tilt, not quite good enough. Fair, gonna send MVD off stage once again. And how many more times can he go high and come down before Skyjay catches on? MVD back to the ledge.
When's the last time
out of the corner?
When's the last time MVD got a hit? For Christ's sakes!
Skyjay looking for it all, but cannot find that closeout at 104, though. Alolan Whip is gonna do it, and Skyjay takes it over MVD.
The Big Cat triumphs once again, and Team Mexico putting another slash on the board, another W, and my goodness, Team Mexico just trucking along through the losers bracket. Skyjay making it quite the argument here. Well, who is the best Incineroar in the world, right? So we'll see. I mean, Skyjay already looking like having an incredible run here. And if not, like, we already know Skyjay is one of the best Incineroars. It's just, it's so hard, right? And we want to see these results kind of pour in.